Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 2.8, Problem 7. This is Section 2.8, Problem number 7. It says complete the computation. We have 9 over 22 minus 1 over 33. So we have denominators that are different. We have to make them match. So for problems like this, I like to write the problem in a vertical format. So I'll write 9 over 22. Below it, I'll write 1 over 33. And then I'll make it a subtraction. Now, I can notice that 11 divides into both 22 and 33 evenly, but that doesn't really help me with the common denominator. It does if you find the prime factorization of each one in the LCM, but that's not how I always find the common denominator. What I do is, if my denominators are not the same, I start with a larger denominator and I ask myself, will the smaller denominator divide into the larger one evenly? Will 22 in this case divide into 33 evenly? It will not. So next, take the large denominator and double it. If you double 33, you get 66. Will 22 divide into 66 evenly? It will. 22 times 3 is 66. So 66 is a common denominator, and it will be the smallest common denominator. Now what I have to do is adjust the numerator so my fractions will be equivalent. So with the top fraction, I started with a denominator of 22, and I multiplied it times some value so that it would turn into a 66, and that value must be 3. 22 times 3 is 66. So the numerator must also be multiplied times the same value, times 3. 9 times 3 is 27. Now let's deal with the lower fraction. With the lower fraction, the denominator was 33. I multiplied it times something and turned it into a 66. That something would have to be times 2. So the numerator is multiplied times the same value, times, in this case, times 2. So the numerator of 1 times 2 gives me a 2. So now I can go ahead and combine the numerators. The denominator of my answer will be whatever the common denominator is, 66. Now, let's subtract 27 minus 2. 27 minus 2 is 25. So I get a result of 25 over 66. And you should ask yourself, can this be reduced? Is there any value that divides into both 25 and 66 evenly? And in this case, the answer is no. So that is the final answer, 25 over 66.